What up, YouTube? Mini Hops here. How you doing? So, this is what we're doing today, guys. Struggle meals. That's cool. You guys normally don't like my cooking videos, but I cooked when I wasn't struggling. I was making guacamole and stuff. You guys should check that video out. All three of them. It was a 3-part. But, dude, so I had this really nice boy make me some brisket for 30 hours, and he left the whole thing. Great. And then, here's the reason why I'm making a video, because I haven't in a while, and then I've been going through some struggles, and like every time I make a video, I feel like I'm a wine bag, so let's just have a fun one. And we're going to make some green bean casserole. And yes, I'm this girl. My condiments. Oh no, my battery's running low. Hold on. I'm such a professional. Hold on. My condiments are even running low, but so I'm not like my grandma or like the old lady that goes to Hardee's and clears out like the entire sugar caddy. We all know somebody like that. But I do save my extra condiments. One, because all I have are 2 mini fridges, and I'll show you guys in just a second. But let me show you right before the battery runs out. So I have 2. One is normally a beer fridge because it almost gets so cold it's freezing, so it's hard to put beer in, but yet not frozen enough you can put ice cream in it. And I'm a bachelorette, and I can whip a little something in a lot, so it kind of looks like that. And then over here, I have like Frank's Red Hot, honey mustard, some ranch packets, so shit gets tough. Plus, I don't really have room to fit hardly anything. And then over here is like, this is the real deal. This is like my staple. This is where I keep my food. Because, you know, I'm limited on space, guys, and that's my food. Yeah. But anyway, so I was going to make barbecue today, and I was really stoked up, and I was doing a live, and I thought I had a box of mac and cheese. I didn't. But I had stuff to make green bean casserole, and you asked me why. So last time I made it was Thanksgiving. That's when normal people make it. But for some reason, I don't know if it's like a white boy thing, but every freaking boyfriend I've ever had, like, I mean, they love green beans, but they really love green bean casserole. I don't know, it's so weird. So, and me and my sister make it like champs. Now, so I'm going to show you guys how to make. It's actually a pretty good meal by itself, and you can make it anything, any time of year. It's like good with barbecue. And I don't know. You guys want to hang out? So I always use Del Monte. Now they don't have this in Vegas, at least not at the stores I went to. I hate the sliding. Let's bring it down. There we go. There we go. How you doing? Okay. So I always use Del Monte. You should use. Basics are going to be your French fried onions. I always use the expensive ones, but these are Kroger. But you know what? It is what it is. I do always use Del Monte, and I normally use French cut, and I use the ones that have little onions and peppers in them. I've yet to see those in Vegas in the 6 months I've lived here. I don't know why. And then I always use, you're supposed to use cream of mushroom soup, and you're supposed to use 2 cans of green beans, but I just kind of use a splash of milk, and I like if I am going to have French fried onions in my green beans, I like them like super crispy, so, I don't know, it's kind of like an indulgence. And then, when I went to Famous Dave's, I got his leftover barbecue sauce. I'm going to put that on the brisket, because, you know, people from St. Louis always that, and I have some leftover beans, so I'm sitting pretty good. Not too shabby. I'm not mad at it. So, but I always use Campbell's. I have not yet caved on this. This is the first time I caved on my green beans, and I didn't do it on the brand. This is the first time I used non-name brand. I normally use French's, but it is, you know, it's all right. I like mine like very Cajun-y, so I like use a lot of pepper and cayenne. And then this spice is just like a special made one from home. It's got lemon pepper in it, and dehydrated onion, garlic, sugar. You get the idea. Yeah. But I always do the one with the roasted garlic because that makes it fire. I don't even like mushrooms. I fucking hate mushrooms. But I will use green mushroom soup in here. So since I only have 1 can of green beans, and this is actually not that bad. It's a lot of sodium. But not as much like as if you like went through like Del Taco or something. Or like KFC. And so I'm gonna use half a can of cream of mushroom soup. But you can actually do a lot of stuff like that. Like my dad was like such a bachelor. I mean, he was married, but like he took care of us. And he couldn't really cook he had like a couple things he could cook. Fried bologna was one of them. But he would put a pot roast in a crock pot. And I remember growing up with a can of French onion soup and also Lipton onion soup mix and let that shit cook all day. And it was not bad. Like, so I don't know. I kind of got used to doing certain things with cream mushroom soup. But could I sit down and eat like a cup of it? I mean, if I was starving, yeah. You'd be surprised what you could. But no, it's not really my jam. But no, I'm super excited. So, I mean, and broccoli casserole totally goes good with barbecue brisket. Like, I'm not mad at it. So the first thing you want to do is like drain all the extra juice. Like once you cut your lid. For anybody that doesn't, I feel like this might be a weird video. Plus, I just dripped cream casserole juice all over me, so that's fun. Might be a weird video because it's like if you don't know how to watch green casserole, or make it. Are you really gonna watch Mandy Hops for that? Anybody that's really watching Mandy Hops, are they really making green bean casserole? Who knows? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? So we'll find out. So you want to drain all the juice out. I preheated my oven to 425. But it says to do it at 350. So I'm going to bring it down to 350 because I haven't made it since Thanksgiving. I mean, I remember how to make it. Okay. Now give me time to heat up my stuff. All right. I should have a casserole pan in here. I like the round one for some reason. I have a few. But you can do whatever size you want. Honestly, I like doing like a lot of Cajun seasoning. And then God knows how many thumbs up or thumbs down this thing's gonna get. This is such a weird video. But whatever. Green bean casserole in March. Love it. Or February. Okay. If you didn't get a good Valentine's Day, there's green bean casserole day today. But no, drain it all out, and then we're gonna dump it in. I think we would take this long to show you guys how to do it. All right. Oh yeah. Cool. But no, sometimes I put a little layer of cheese on top. So I'm just doing one can, guys, because it's just me, and I only have one can. But still. All right. Now, normally if you want to do a full thing for maybe like 5 to 6 people, 4 to 6 people, I would say do a whole can. I hate when, dude, this lighting is so weird. I feel like if I have ghosts around me, they better be good ghosts. I feel like I have orbs. Like my lighting has been so weird on my videos. But I'm gonna use half a can of this cream of mushroom roasted garlic. Ew. Ew! It sounded so gross, and then like the whole can came out. I'm scooping some of that back in because that's just too much. I'm not having more cream of mushroom soup than green beans. Okay. So then put one in whatever seasoning you want. Some people like lemon pepper. Some people really like pepper. Some people like Cajun seasoning is really fucking good in this, guys. God, even when I'm doing something ladylike, I still cuss. I gotta work on that. I'm trying to get monetized. I'm trying to move up in the world. Okay. And I don't know what it is, but I put parsley in like everything because I'm a weirdo. But parsley is actually good for you. Okay, so now I have the can of green beans drained. I have half a can. I have all my seasoning. And you're gonna mix in I would say like a quarter to a half a can of these little French onion things. They do smell like Funyuns. Funyuns are trying to be good. So I do this thing that was like a stuffing with White Castle. If you guys ever had White Castle stuffing, I could feed it to you. You would never know it was White Castles. Cooked up with the onions and the celery, but I diced up the White Castles and stuffed the bird with it. If we didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, but it kind of works out perfect. But I think maybe instead of the French's onions, I mean, Funyuns are kind of the same thing. You could do like a Funyun green bean casserole. Like, that'd probably be pretty bomb. or even like a spicy Cheeto one if you want to get jiggy with it. I'm not quite that hood yet, but okay. So here's what we do. We got our seasoning, we got our soup. You do a splash of milk and your green beans. And then, like I said, dude, it's your food. Like, do it how you want. If you want onions in it, if you want it spicy. My mom, I told her I made it Cajun. She'd be like, it was too spicy. So every year after that, I lied to her. I was like, oh, I don't make it like that anymore. And she's like, I can tell. I love it. I made it the same fucking way every year. She's psychosomatic. I make everything with onions too. And people are saying I hate onions. Well, so I just don't tell them. But like everything you eat at my house pretty much has onions in it. Facts. So it's gonna look like this. Okay, you're gonna like get a little milk for seasoning, whatever you want, and you're gonna put a quarter of your French fried onions in here. And normally, if you buy the onions, like they kind of tell you how to cook it, so you don't have to mastermind my video. So it says 350. Put it all in except for onions, but you want some in the mix. Like, I don't know what these generics are talking about. That's not how we do it. And then you cook it for 30 minutes. And then you take it out and you sprinkle onions just on the top. Like, I'll just do it because this is a round bowl and I like doing it. I'll just do it on the outside layer. And I let it get like super crispy and brown. So it's like if you're not about that life, it's not all over. If you're not about that life, you're probably not going to eat green bean casserole anyway. But yeah, and you let it cook for 10 minutes. It gets really crispy and brown. And then I'm going to do that with biscuits and bourbon brown sugar beans. And I still got a couple beers. I'm not mad. Like, yeah, it sucks. I had my heart set on mac and cheese, but mac and cheese will wait another day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching my ghetto green bean casserole. Follow me for more recipes. Like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Bye.